ungodly hour. It's early in the morning on Wednesday. Excuse the fact I've got no makeup on and I look like death. I should still be asleep. But this one looks remarkably well, considering we're on our way to the hospital for a camera.
I haven't got any makeup on either.
Camera down his throat day, guys. I'm nervous as hell, and it's not me having it done. In fact, if it was me having it done, I wouldn't be going, because I'd refuse. There's no way on this earth I could do it. And this is your third one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over the years, like not
fourth.
I've had
three already. Yeah.
Not all for this problem, but over the years he's had them a couple of times, and they're horrible, aren't they?
They're not the best I would recommend to anybody.
And the last time he had one done, tell him what you did. Let me just turn the camera around a bit. Tell him what you did last time.
I thrashed a little bit when the camera went down because you gagged, and I nearly knocked the nurse out.
He actually hit the nurse, guys.
It was my fault. My arm flowed out and there was a nurse stood underneath it.
So let's hope he don't do that this time.
Hopefully not. I'm going to warn the nurse. I normally warn the nurses.
So he's got a choice today, and the choices are anaesthetic, like sedation, or we're going so far. I'd have gone that way. You're going to get stuck in traffic now. Sedation or a throat spray. Both are as bad as each other, because even with sedation, you're still awake and you're still aware, and oh God, the thought of it makes me gag. I told you it was a mistake going this way.
No, it's fine. You're all going the other way.
What an idiot. No, we should have been going down that way. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what he's going to opt for. Any decisions yet? He hasn't made up his mind.
I don't really know.
He says a spray because, you know, you're fine afterwards. You can just get it and carry on with your day. But with sedation, you can't, and you're out of it for the day. Even though you're...
I am.
Yeah, he is. Even though you're awake and you're aware, any little bit of anaesthetic with Howard and he's gone for a week, aren't you?
Yep. I'm asleep.
One time he had it done and everyone had gone home and he was
first
still...
in, wasn't I?
Yeah, first in. And they were closing up the day surgery unit and they were calling him and shaking him. They couldn't wake him. They were worried. He'd just gone asleep.
Yeah, he just got asleep.
So, yeah, he's okay. He slept well. He hasn't had anything to eat or drink, obviously.
No.
He's going to have it done in a second. Well, as soon as we get to the hospital, but we're stuck in traffic. And I told you would be.
Yeah, it's not stuck in traffic, though.
And, yeah, I'll update you later on, and hopefully it all went okay. I did my nails last night. I don't know why. I fancied them because I haven't done my nails or looked after them for a while. So I thought I would have a little pamper. Yeah, so later on I will update you. I'm going now because I look like shite and I don't want to stay on camera. Speak to you later, guys. Bye. Bye. Hi guys, it's day 2. It's 7:30 AM on Friday. What's the date?
I have no idea.
I think it's the 6th, something like that. And we're on our way to the second appointment. I will fill you in on everything that happened on Wednesday's appointment and today's appointment when we get back later. Just to tell you that we're on our way. There he is. He didn't have a good day yesterday with the preparations and stuff, but again, I'll fill you in on all that later. So speak to you in a bit. It'll be a bit for you, but it'll be quite a bit for us. But yeah, I'll fill you in later. Hi guys. This is carrying on. I can't even remember what I filmed. Luna's asleep behind me. Excuse the mess. My head's been up my butt. I haven't done any housework. Yeah, it's not been the best of times, but all the procedures are over. Try and angle that down a bit. No, All the procedures are over and done with, and Howard's home, he's resting. So Wednesday's procedure was awful, wasn't it?
Worst.
You can't hear him, he's sat up there.
Worst so far.
They won't hear you, you got to speak up. Yeah, it was awful. He opted for the throat spray, he didn't go for sedation. He wanted to be in and out as quickly as possible. Big mistake, because it was the worst thing, he said, he's ever experienced. He's had cameras down his throat in the past, but he said this one was horrendous. They used this clamp thing to clamp his mouth open and put the tube in, and he said it's human, you know, to react and to gag. Oh, my nails didn't last long, guys, they all fell off. I think my glue is out of date. I've ordered some more anyway. Yeah, he said it's human nature to gag against it, but he was heaving and gagging as the tube was going down and flailing his arms. So this male nurse had to come over and like not hold him down, but hold his hands to stop him fighting, I guess. And this nurse, he said to him that he was very brave. He said, I wouldn't do that without sedation. He said, you wouldn't catch me just having a throat spray. He said, I can't believe you haven't opted for sedation. And Howard said, well, it's a bit blooming late now. It's a siren going off outside. So yeah, anyway, they got the tube in, and because they had to go through his small intestine, his large intestine, or obviously his esophagus and everything first, into all his intestines, right down as far as the duodenum, which as far as I know is as low as you can go from that way. And he said he could feel that the surgeon was like doing that with the tube, and he said he could feel it working its way through his intestines. He said it was the most awful feeling ever, and he said his body was just reacting against it. They blew his intestines up with water, no, with air. Blew his intestines up with air, and I've got a series of pictures, guys. I won't traumatise you by showing you, but they printed them all out from his throat all the way down. Every time they stopped, they printed out a photo. So yeah, I can see him from the inside now as well as the outside. It's weird. They took 4 biopsies, which are being sent off. The results will go then to the GP, and if need be, they'll call him back in. But they said in their opinion, they couldn't see anything, and on the back of this sheet of photos, it said everything seemed normal. So that was Wednesday. He had an awful sore throat, and he didn't feel good at all when he came home. So yesterday then, Thursday, was preparation for today. So he had to take 2 sachets of laxative drink and a bottle, a liquid, like laxative-y thingy, throughout the day. He couldn't drink tea or coffee. He couldn't drink anything with red dye. We didn't even read that bit, and he was glugging down squash, wasn't you? The red berry squash. But obviously that didn't do any harm. But yeah, you're not supposed to have anything with red dye in it. But strangely enough, you could have fizzy pop and Mountain Dew and all stuff like that. You could have pop, you could have squash, you could have water, you could have anything as long as it was clear, and no tea and coffee. So he glugged down a 2-litre bottle of lemonade, I think. Is there any of it left?
No, there's still quite a lot left.
Oh yeah, there's still about half left. And obviously these laxative drinks and some of the clear fluids. He was allowed 1 egg, either boiled or poached, for breakfast with white bread. He doesn't have breakfast, neither of us do, so he skipped the egg and opted for the bread, which I toasted, and he had that for his breakfast. For lunch, he was allowed a piece of white fish or a piece of chicken with boiled potatoes, a small portion. He opted to forego the potatoes, and he just had, he had 2 actually, white fish fillets, and that was it. That was his lunch. Evening meal then, it was just a drink of OXO. It was so restrictive. I mean, he could have had clear soup, but he just opted for the oxo. He said, give me a knife and fork, it'll feel like I'm eating something. Yeah, that was all he could have all day. He was really, really restrictive. I'd have gone insane if that was all I could have had. He was back and forth the loo. We won't go into that. That wasn't pleasant. That carried on through the night into this morning. We were up early again this morning. We were out of the house by 7. Every time I come on, I talk too fast and I don't take gulps. Breathe. Yeah, and then we got to the hospital nice and early. We went through, sat in the waiting room. Before long, they called him in. It was a CT scan of his lower abdomen and his bowel and his lower intestines, and a camera up. Was it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd rather that than what he had done with his throat on Wednesday. He said the tube was smaller, and yeah, he said it was okay. They put some, what did they put in you to blow you up? Air again.
Yeah, carbon monoxide.
Yeah, they blew him up, and apparently they said your chest is going to rise. So his chest came up, so that they could see what was going on. They put an injection in his arm and inserted some dye. That went all through his lower intestines. They could check everything. Did they take biopsies today?
No.
They didn't take biopsies. They didn't give him any results or anything, but they said that he was free to go after that. And the results would be sent to the GP the same, but we didn't have a printout, we didn't have any pictures, thankfully. And he came home and went straight to sleep. He's going to take a couple of days to get over this because he's got MS, guys, so anything invasive like that is going to make him feel pretty unwell. So yeah, he's going to have a couple of days resting, aren't you?
Yeah.
And being looked after. And thankfully it's all over now, and we can breathe a sigh of relief and just wait now to hear from the GP with the results. I mean, hopefully it'll all come back clear. But if it does, we still won't know where this internal bleed is, because he's obviously not retaining iron. So, I mean, I'm fingers crossed they show something, but also fingers crossed it's nothing sinister. That's all we can hope for, guys. So I will keep you updated on that, obviously. So, behind the scenes then, I thought I would show you a couple of things I'd bought off Temu, and I would also show you my my dark Gothic junk journal. I'll show you that first, guys. So on the front, I've just stuck some pagan symbols. I've got the Wiccan Reed, and I've got do no harm and blessed be, always keep the rule of 3. So I've got those on the front. I've cut up an old, I don't even know what it was, and made a thing to hang from it. And also it's got the tassels that were on there before. So I will show you inside. So the first page is a pentagram, and I've stuck some pieces on: witchcraft, earth, air, fire and water, and magic. I just stuck that to the inner cover. There's acetate sheets in between each one. So, I've made a little, I'll pull that off. So we've got a page there, and it just says witchcraft, magic spells. They're in like rune language. I don't do runes. I haven't got a clue what it says, but I just liked the picture. Then I made this little thing. I put corners on that I got off Temu to make it look like a book, and I stuck these things on here: do no harm and grimoire, and it's basically just pages folded over to just make a writing space, a journaling space. So yeah, that one's got a moon on the back. So that was the second page. We will go on to the third. And that was a beautiful sort of foresty picture. It's not as dark as I wanted, guys. I wanted to make it a dark journal, but this is more of a fantasy type. I folded up a piece of printed paper. On the back is a map, and that can be used for journaling. Turn the page. This page I've put more work into. I've put a bag of crystals there. I've put some decorative ribbon, top and bottom. I've made this little envelope. I haven't put anything in it, and I've just stuck Moonspell, like a book on it. Crystal ball there. I've put a feather in the ribbon. It just says blessed be underneath it. That fell out. And then there's just a journaling page and just some bits and bobs that I've put on. I like that page. Then this page, I'll pull that out and show you. It's stuck on. Oh, the bits are falling out. I'll put them all back in afterwards. There's another foresty looking thing, and I've put some lovely sort of ribbon trim on it. And then I made this out of a, you know when you get junk mail and they got envelopes with windows in. So I've just stuck pieces of cards and whatever on the front, and I've written Book of Shadows. I haven't written, I've stuck on. And then inside the envelopey bit, I've got a journaling page and a little tag that I've made out of corrugated paper. I will put that back in, and I'll show you how I've made this now. So I've basically just folded it over. So we've got a page, 2 pages there, blank. Then we've got this middle bit with the sun. Then I've got a picture of tarot cards there, another blank page. I've put mystery there, and there's the back of it. So if you do junk journaling, don't throw away your envelopes that come with junk mail. You can make little pockets like that out of them. This one I love. I've put some like twine with some leaves attached to make it look foresty. I have got a foresty picture there. I've pulled off some leaves off a fake piece of ivy. I've also got a bag of crystals. I've stuck different things on. There's a key, like a key to a magic forest. I've got summer solstice, enchantment. So another little envelope there, and some more journaling pages tucked in there. So that's that one. This is just plain and simple. I've stuck some ribbon with some flowers on and some pages. Not happy with this page, guys. I'm not happy at all. I've done some ribbon down the side that's hanging off, a picture of a witch. I've made some tags. It's another one, a half moon there that I've stuck in. It's okay, but you know, some toadstools and stuff. It wasn't really what I was looking for. Oh, and I've made a little side pocket, and I've just put a piece of map with a bit of ribbon on it. On to the next page. I dyed some lace with coffee to give it an ancient look, an old look, and I've just stuck some pictures and pages from magazines and just bits and bobs in there. This one I cut on my die cutting machine, and then I stuck it to a piece of shimmery card, and it was going to be a bookmark, and I thought, no, I'm going to put it in my junk journal. So I really like that. Then, oh, it'd be easier if I just angled you down a bit, wouldn't it? Then I've just got some more pages here. Various, there's an envelope slot there. Picture of a witch again. So yeah, that's that page. Another foresty witch thing, some more lace that's been coffee dyed, and another little journaling booklet that I've made with various pages. I've just basically, I wanted to do it more in detail, and I've just basically cut out pages from magazines and stuff. This one I like. It's a printed picture of a Ouija board, and I made a planchette just out of a piece of paper, wrapping paper that was, and I've just used a paper clip to stick it on. Then I've left the next page blank, and this page, it was basically a cover of a magazine that I've just cut off and stuck in. No work at all gone into that, just stuck a page on. And then this last page, I haven't finished this journal yet, I'm still adding to it, but I like this. So that's a doily with 2 frames. The black one I cut myself on my die cutting machine, and then this frame on top I got from Temu, and I stuck a picture inside, and then I've just put some stickers either side. Obviously it's not finished yet, but I'm quite liking that page. It's sort of got like a 3D effect. So that is my junk journal so far. I'm calling it dark, but it's not really. Shall we go on to the Temu stuff, or have I got enough footage for today? I think I've got enough footage for today, guys, and I'll bring you the Temu haul in another video. It'll give me something else to show you. So thank you to everybody that's messaged me and shown support for Howard, sent in well wishes and everything. I do appreciate it. I'll just name a few. Pauline, you've gone above and beyond. You have been amazing. You have kept me sane. Elaine, thank you so much. I really value your friendship. And I'm talking like he's dead. He's only had a couple of procedures.
Still, yeah.
But yeah, I do worry. And those of you that have messaged me know that I worry, and you've kept me sane. Lauren, Stacey, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, so stay safe, guys. Look after each other. Enjoy this weather that we're going to have the weekend. Apparently we're having a couple of days of sunshine again, which will be nice. Get Howard in the garden, not to work, to rest, get some sun on his bones. And yeah, I will see you all on Monday, guys. As I said, thank you so much for your support. Your support and friendship mean the world to me, absolutely does. Thank you for coming back video after video. Sometimes they're not, you know, as good as others. Like this one, it's pretty boring if you've just found my channel and you haven't got a clue who I am or what I'm talking about. You've probably switched off already. But for those of you that are still with me, I will see you on Monday. Have a lovely weekend, guys. And yeah, thanks. Bye.